Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever, the debut edition of the King's Court. And this is basically going to be my review of this past week's wrestling. It's a list, it's a top 5 of Jesters, top 5 of Royals. It's a King's Court. The Jesters are the things I didn't like, the Royals are the things I did. Point system, if you get in 5th place, you get 1 point if I liked it. If you get in 5th place in the Jester side, you get -1 point. So we'll have a little point system, and I'll keep track of all that stuff. And I guess by the end of the year, who's the worst thing ever for me this year in wrestling, and then who was the best thing, who was the best Royal of the year for me in wrestling, and we'll end it at WrestleMania, and we'll start over if this works out the way I want it to. So let's get this going. Ginger King's Court. Alright, so here we go. Let's start with the Jesters, because I like to get things off of my chest that are bad. I just want to get it, I want to end it. So here we go. Number 5. I put down Wade Barrett as my number 5 thing that I didn't like this week. I mean, it's a countdown up, so Wade Barrett's the 5th least favorite thing I liked. I do like Wade Barrett. I just feel like he's not doing enough. And they were in the UK. Totally blown opportunity. They were in the UK. The crowd was cheering him. So at the end, he gets a mic, of course. Now, you could do one of two things. You could say, wow, I love the fans. I love you here. You could do that. Or you do what I would have done, what Chris Jericho would have done. And I'm taking this totally from Joe Negron on Smart Wrestling Fan. But I totally agree with him, and that's why he's on this list. Is because he could have ripped that crowd open, and that crowd would have booed him mercilessly if he would have destroyed his home crowd. I would have done it. It would have been awesome to get booed by my own people. It would have been great. So Wade Barrett gets number 5 on the Jesters list just for missing an opportunity. And then we got number 4, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow and KANE and Daniel Bryan. That feud. Now, it's just been, I don't know if it was in the UK, and then, so they're like, oh, well, even Stevens booking, but they do a KANE versus Damien Sandow match, and then they do a Daniel Bryan versus Cody Rhodes match, and that's an immediate succession. And I looked at the ratings said that they lost a lot of viewers there. People are getting bored of these same two people going up and nothing happening. It's just like fight, fight, fight. Oh, and it's not even the match that they're waiting for. They're waiting to see what KANE and Daniel Bryan are doing, and they don't really do a whole lot. They just win the match, and that's it. So KANE and Daniel Bryan, Damien, and Cody get number 4 on the Jesters list. Going to number 3, Brad Maddox. On Raw, he cut an opening, a very first promo, and not bad, but he was shaky, he was nervous. Now, there's 2 ways to go on this. If indeed he is trying to cover up Paul Heyman and CM Punk's involvement in the storyline of him low-blowing Ryback and costing him the match, then I think it was a great promo. But I think he's still trying. I think he's trying to do his own little thing. I think they're trying to separate Ryback from Punk now, and Ryback's going to go on his own way. And I think Brad Maddox is going to get his own singles career, which he was a wrestler in FCW. He wasn't a referee. So I think that he was just super nervous, and the crowd was really, you can't wrestle chants, probably really getting into his head. So it was, for a first promo, there were parts of it I liked. I'm famous now. I liked that. I loved that. If he can run with that, good, because I did remember that line. That's about the only line I remembered, though. So a shaky promo, good if it fits with the story, bad if it doesn't. So he gets number 3 on the Jesters list. Number 2, the John Cena affair storyline with AJ. I don't like this storyline. I really don't like it, considering I saw it in TNA a couple months ago, and also I really don't care what Cena and AJ do. I don't care. I really don't. And I don't care. The best thing about this is Vickie Guerrero. Vickie Guerrero's doing awesome. But other than that, I cannot stand this storyline. There's no wrestling even involved. I don't understand what they're doing with this. So unless they blow my mind on Monday or at the pay-per-view for something, I don't know why they're doing this storyline. And then my number one jester for this week is the Miz versus Kofi Kingston rivalry. I think they've had 5 matches now, and Kofi Kingston's won them all. It's over. The face wins. It's over. Miz, move on. I cannot stand it. Oh man, whenever that match comes on, I just lose focus. I'm just like, yeah, I'll go upload a video. I'll be back, or I'll flip the channel to basketball, or I'll watch something on demand. I just lose interest. I don't care. I really don't. And I love The Miz. And Kofi Kingston would be great as a heel, but I really don't like it. Top jester of the week, Miz and Kofi Kingston. They get the top jester spot. -5 points is what they're at right now. And let's move on straight to the Royals. We do have number 5, my fifth favorite thing from wrestling this week, the Randy Orton DELRIO matches. Now they're not very entertaining. Well, they're entertaining. They're not. It's not. It's who's the apex predator. So it's not a deep storyline, but it fits. Ricardo obviously does a great job. Del Rio does a great job doing awesome imitating the Randy Orton moves, doing the release the doves. It's great. But then Randy comes in and just, I'm Randy Orton. Like, come on, add something to it. Get mean, get angry, do something. So Randy's kind of a flat tire in that, but the matches are very entertaining to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Falls Count Anywhere, a backstage brawl. They're trying to do stuff with these two, and Del Rio and Ricardo are really elevating that rivalry up to where it needs to be. So that's number 5 on my Royals. Number 4, Vickie Guerrero. The only reason the John Cena line is watchable because of Vickie Guerrero. On Monday night, Vince McMahon came out and judged her GM skills, and her acting is just sublime. Dolph Ziggler? No, Vickie. No. How about we make it a triple threat match? Who's the third competitor gonna be? And if you say Dolph Ziggler, you're fired. And the look on her face was priceless. Beautiful. I loved it. Vickie is very good at what she does in this business. Almost on the same level as Eddie. They've got the same, they can just whip a crowd into a frenzy, or they can, Eddie was great, he was a fan favorite, but Vickie, I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she can do this. It's amazing. Okay, so number 3, Vickie gets number 4 spot. Number 3, the primetime players on SmackDown. This was one of my favorite things of the week because they give Matt Striker the floor. They give him an opportunity to do the millions of dollars dance, and he screws it up. What an idiot. Okay, so on SmackDown, they win their match, and they go, basically, it's kind of like yes or no questions with Daniel Bryan. What are we going to do when we win the tag team champions? Oh, we're going to make millions of dollars. And then they just do the millions of dollars. It was very simple. It was a cheap laugh, but I loved it. And Matt Striker being an idiot is great. Keep him being stupid. I love it. Number 2 on the Royals spot this week, Joseph Park and Bully Ray. Joseph Park, Abyss. You know, Abyss. This guy, unbelievable. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when I saw Abyss, I could just tell you, it's just Abyss. He's a knockoff Kane. What are you gonna do? He's not gonna. Even if WWE consumes TNA, they're just gonna have Kane demolish him or something. Something's gonna go wrong. But you know what? Joseph Park and Bully Ray make TNA watchable. AJ Styles used to do that. He doesn't do it too much anymore. Joseph Park and Bully Ray are really the highlight of TNA whenever TNA's on. I just love the Joseph Park Bully Ray. And Bully Ray and Joseph Park used to feud, but this past week on TNA, Bully Ray, a bully, is being nice and congratulating people. It's amazing. It's like I don't know. I don't even know. It's like two totally different worlds, TNA and WWE. But Bully Ray and Joseph Park absolutely making TNA watchable. They get the #2 spot on my Royals list, and then the #1 on the Royals list, if you can guess it, good for you. Angry Sheamus on SmackDown. Where has this Sheamus been? I think maybe they've done this on purpose, made him happy and laughing, and then when Big Show gets seriously close to taking him out or offending him, and then Angry Sheamus controlled SmackDown. The first part of SmackDown, I was like glued to my TV. I'm like, Sheamus is angry. His character just arced in such a way that it was so different. Like you're just happy Sheamus, happy Sheamus, happy Sheamus, whatever, and then just angry Sheamus out of nowhere, and you're like, oh wow, very good. So angry Sheamus, please feed me more angry Sheamus. I'll do the feed me more thing. Feed me more angry Sheamus, and he gets the #1 Royal spot because really I wasn't expecting anything from Sheamus this week, and he really proved me wrong. So there's your leaderboard. The top 5 worst people I have: Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow, Kane, Daniel Bryan. The Cena storyline, so Cena and AJ, Brad Maddox, Miz and Kofi, and Wade Barrett. And the 5 best, going from #5, Randy and Del Rio and Ricardo. I'm going to lump Ricardo in there with them. Vickie Guerrero, the primetime players, Joseph Park, Bully Ray, and finally Angry Sheamus. And I'm going to put Angry Sheamus there because I don't like happy-go-lucky fun Sheamus. I don't like oh, come here, fella, Sheamus. I like angry. I'm gonna kick your arse, fella. I like that, Sheamus. So more angry Sheamus. That's about it for this video. Go ahead, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Do what you gotta do. Because really, if you comment, I like seeing it. If you like, it really boosts me up. If you favorite it, I don't think I've ever really had a favorite video before, so it'd be very special to me. And if you want to see more of this stuff, because this is basically a review in wrestling, when I do the universe mode, I don't really want to say what happened on wrestling, because people 2 years down the line come across my video and they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So maybe I think I'll keep doing the King's Court. Let me know how it is. What do I need to improve? What do I need to add? Do I need to take something away? Just let me go. Be totally honest, and we will see you next week for the King's Court. Let me stop this.